Oregon Joint Line!
Hi everybody, this video will examine through freight operations on the Oregon Joint Line. We'll follow Northern Pacific Train 655, a run-through freight to the Western Pacific Railroad between Pasco, Washington and Stockton, California. Here we see 655 entering the layout from staging at GN Junction and pulling up to the depot to talk to the dispatcher.
Dispatcher.
Yeah, dispatcher, this is train NP 655 at GN Junction with the NP 6012A. We'd like to get a track warrant to run from GN Junction to Sylvie's. First work is at Monument.
Okay, let's make a track warrant number 33 to the NP 6012A at GN Junction. Checkbox 1, track warrant number 29 is void. Checkbox 2, proceed from GN Junction to Monument on main track. Checkbox 4, clear main track at last name point. Checkbox 6, other instructions. Train 612 is running 30 minutes late.
We'll repeat all this back to the dispatcher and then get his okay to finalize the track warrant.
Track warrant number 33 is okayed at 9:05 a.m. Dispatcher TCK.
We've tried several different dispatching methods on the Oregon Joint Line, from informal Mother May I schemes to track warrants to full timetable and train order. They've all had pros and cons, but we've ultimately gone to what I like to refer to as a timetable and track warrant scheme. This is not a prototypical method ever used by any real railroad, but it still gives a good railroady flavor and gets trains over the road. And I have several real-life dispatchers on my operating crew, and they seem to like it. In short, there are scheduled trains listed on the timetable, which are authorized by the timetable, and there are extra trains which are authorized by track warrants. In this case, train 655 is considered an extra train because it is not listed in the timetable. You may have noticed the track warrant he received had other instructions. Train 612 is running 30 minutes late. Train 612 is listed in the timetable, so 655 will need to protect against 612. Here's the Oregon Joint Line timetable. You can see that train 612 is a northward second-class train. We left GN Junction at 9:05 a.m. with a track warrant that took us as far as Monument. With 612 running 30 minutes late, we would have to get to Monument by 9:30. We can't make that, so we'll look at the next available meeting point at Fossil. With 612 running 30 minutes late, we would need to get in the clear at Fossil by 9:45. We can do that, so we'll go ahead and head in at Fossil. Once a train listed in the timetable has reported to the dispatcher that he's running late, he's not allowed to make up any time. So we don't need to worry about train 612 showing up before 9:45. Train 655 to Monument Yard. We're coming up to O&E Crossing.
Monument answering 655. You can head them in at the north switch. Make sure you check with the Monument tramp working at Big Monument. Bring them down to the south end and give me a call.
Train 655 to the Monument Tramp.
Monument tramp?
Yeah, we're heading in the south lead here. We need to get past you into track 1.
Yeah, we got some cars blocking track 1 right now. We'll finish up spotting the pig ramp, then we'll pull those cars out of your way so you can get into track 1.
655 to Monument. We're coming down to the south end.
655, when you see that switch engine shoving to track 2, he'll stay in 2. You can come out light power, tie onto your pickup on track 4, 8 cars.
.655 to Monument. We're all together and ready to go on track 1.
Monument 655, you can pull down to crossover 4. Got a coal train coming through Dayville. He has your helper. He'll pull down and hand off the helper to there at crossover 2.
All right, helper, we're going to take a tug on him. While we were making our pickup and waiting for the helper, we were able to get a new track warrant. It instructs us not to leave Dayville until the GN 430 North arrives. It also informs us that train 8 is running 45 minutes late. Now that the GN 430 North is by us, let's take a look at the timetable. Our track warrant is good to Sylvie's, but we'll have to meet number 8 along the way. The track warrant says that he's running 45 minutes late. The timetable shows number 8 leaving Sylvie's at 10:32 a.m., but because he's running 45 minutes late, he won't leave before 11:17. That would still be tough for us to make it to Sylvie's before 11:17. The next possible meeting spot is Emigrant, and with the scheduled time of 10:40, that means that he can't leave Emigrant before 11:25 a.m. That seems doable, so we'll shoot for Emigrant. If we get into trouble, we can always duck into Snowline and get out of his way. 6:55 to the helper, we're going to start pulling.
Helper 655, we're coming.
The dispatcher has told us to cut the helper off between switches at Snowline, and then the helper will return down the grade back to Dayville.
Helper to 655, 5 cars to go.
5 to go.
3 cars.
3,
2.
2,
1 more.
1 more.
Let's do 655.
Stopping.
All right, we're cut away.
All right, helper, thanks for the shove.
All right, have a great day. Helper out.
We made good time climbing the hill, so we'll figure on going in the hole at Immigrant for number 8. I can see it's gonna be another 12-hour day on the UP. Train 655 to Sylvie's yard. We're coming up to Greystone. What are your instructions?
Sylvie's answering 655. You can bring your train down the main. I've got train 654 going to be pulling into the south end of track 1. Once he gets by you, okay to come out. Your pickup is 5 cars off of track 3.
Okay, bring them down the main. Watch for 654 pulling into track 1. Pickup on track 3.
And when you've got your train back together, you can pull down to the depot for a crew change.
Roger that. While 655 was making his pickup on the south end of the yard, 654 was making a set out on the north end of the yard. Making Sylvie is a very busy place. It's been quite a day for 655's crew. He met 5 northbounds, interacted with 4 yard crews, talked to 2 different yard masters, got a helper up the hill to snow line, and 2 track warrants from the dispatcher. That's a lot of interaction, and it's really what makes the Oregon Joint Line so much fun to operate. We often operate with a crew size of more than 12 guys. As always, I really appreciate everyone's comments and support, and please subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Oregon Joint Line.